The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers.
And now, your 2025 Carolina Panthers.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
What a tumultuous start to Bryce Young's career. The former #1 pick has about seen it all, Kate, in the NFL. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what he and the Carolina Panthers got to believe, because the finish to last season was his best football yet.
They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. Good start to this one for him. Their first offensive snap picks up 9.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. On the ground again with Dowdle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down from the 42. Here's Dowdle again. Shoots away from one. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, his game is off to one heck of a great start and bringing his offense along with him. They cross midfield after that run, and now all eyes on that offense focused on the end zone.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's making a bid for it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Fitzgerald sends this through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucs have the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on first. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Third and short, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Irving on the inside give. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Baker now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Now here's Mayfield. Gets it to him on the screen. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down run from White. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Irving. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 10.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Back now, pressure coming. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch is made in close. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Trevor Etienne to return this. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the 2nd time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. Dump off, caught by his back. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the draw, it's Dowdle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Young working from the gun. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. The Buccaneers leading so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. From the red zone now. That's complete, dialing up McMillan again. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and goal. Here's Dowdle. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. 9 yards on that play, and they're just a yard out now on second and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Here's another for him. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
Panthers 10, Buccaneers 7.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Buccaneers then receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Right side, this is Ibuka. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Offense to the line for second down. They're running the option, short side. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. Before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. But let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
A gain of a yard.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Out of the gun, Young. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly. The catch moves them to the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
It's a loss of 2.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Sends this to the end zone. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a 9-point advantage. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game.
Panthers 17. Buccaneers 7.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
First and 10 from the 32. Tight end going in motion here. Irving on the counter. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. All right, here we go. Second down. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Now Mayfield. Setting up the screen. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with whopping the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hubbard with a return here. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. You put a receiver in motion left. Young up 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st down, Young. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. It's Young to throw here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. On the ground, Dowdle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
Buccaneers 10.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Dancing past him. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now. Evans brings in the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. Return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he got what he could there, call it about 4 yards on 1st down. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the 3rd. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down throw here. Mayfield connecting on a slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Irving here from the gun. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Third and long for him here. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 22 out of that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He's got Evans once again. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Irving. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Baker now from the gun. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Carolina offense headed out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallo dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Young working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. The inside give to Dowdle. And he works this to the 38 before going now. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Dowdle again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Young. Now here he goes. Here he goes. That ball is out. Young lost it. And this one belongs to the Bucs.
There are so many fundamental details playing the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Godwin sent in motion right. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Once again, Irving. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Mayfield now from the gun. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the gun, Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Throwing out to the left. Cut! And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Pressure coming. Baker. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 7 yards on that pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
A gain of 7.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Baker throwing again. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A nice gain and a first down now, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Yeah, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Godwin, the man in motion left. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. This is hauled in by Otten on the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Baker now off the play fake. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
This one finds Irving, and they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Looking slant route, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Mayfield with a blitz coming. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th.
21.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Hubbard with a return here. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
32-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Young to throw. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. He dodged the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. Hits his tight end on the corner route. The 30! And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
A gain of 43 yards. And a 1st down. A gain of 43 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's White. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He's brought down
A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
8-yard pickup. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. White trying this straight ahead. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Mayfield now from the gun. They drop this down. White. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Buccaneers down by only 3. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Short yardage run for White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Chase McLaughlin.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one doesn't go far.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Setting up to pass. Nice gain left side. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's taken down at the
That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hubbard again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
They run again with Hubbard. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. That one is good! And the 3rd time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it! So the Panthers pick up the win here. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.